Hey guys, today we are here at California Nursery Historic Park in Niles Fremont California area. We're gonna explore the history and some flowers here. So let's go! In Fremont, California, a quiet park where towering palms, old roses, and weather buildings whisper stories from another era. This is the California Nursery Historical Park, and long before it was a park, it was one of the most important nurseries in the American West. This is the story of how California learned to grow. The story starts with John Rock. John Rock was born in Germany in 1830, where he trained as a professional gardener and nurseryman. He brought with him something rare in the Gold Rush era California, not the hunger for quick riches, but deep knowledge of plants, soil, and climate. When Rock arrived in the state during the 1850s, California was still experimenting with agriculture. Many doubted whether fruit trees, vineyards, and ornamentals from around the world could truly thrive here. Rock believed they could. He was more than a gardener. He was a plant experimenter and educator. He tested varieties of fruit trees, grapes, and ornamental plants, carefully observing what succeeded and what failed. At a time when farming knowledge was limited, Rock shared what he learned through books, articles, and public advice, helping settlers and farmers avoid costly mistakes. His writings became some of the earliest practical guides to California's agriculture. His work helped prove that California's climate, especially its mild winters, made it ideal for large-scale food production. In 1865, he founded one of California's earliest commercial nurseries near San Jose. By 1884, Rock and his partners moved operations to Niles, drawn by fertile ground, abundant water, and access to the railroad. This site would become the California Nursery Company. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the California Nursery Company had become a horticultural powerhouse. Here, workers cultivated fruit trees for farms and orchards, ornamental shrubs for cities, roses, palms, and exotic plants never before seen in the state. Lola Kicks.
Diyan ka sa cactus, mama, doon sa gitna. Ha? Sa gitna.
Yakapin mo yung cactus, kamukha niya gawa sa mga puno.
Walang yaka ka.
Ito! Many of the palms that define California's iconic landscape trace their roots back in this nursery. Plants grown here were shipped across the West and even showcased at major World's Fair, including the Panama Pacific International Exposition in 1915. California wasn't just growing plants here, it was exporting an image of beauty, abundance, and possibility. In 1917, the nursery entered a new chapter when it was purchased by the Roeding family, already famous for their agricultural innovations. For the next 50 years, the Roedings expanded operations, refined plant breeding, and cemented the nursery's reputation as one of the finest in the nation. At its peak, the grounds buzzed with activity. Display gardens, offices, and workers tending acres of green life. The land itself held even older stories. Within the nursery stood the Vallejo adobe, The adobe was built in 1842 by Jose de Jesus Vallejo for his vaqueros or cowboys on the Rancho Arroyo de la Alameda. It was renovated in 1932 by the California Nursery Company as a tea room, where they entertain guests and clients, and use it as a company logo with pride. The nursery preserved and repurposed it, layering California's agricultural future atop its rancho past. Other buildings followed. The nursery office, built in 1907 and later remodeled, served as an administrative center where catalogs were created, customer correspondence was handled, and the nursery's business was coordinated as it expanded across California. Today, it houses the California Nursery Office Museum and Archives, preserving historic documents and sharing the legacy of the California Nursery Company with visitors and researchers. The President Cottage, built in 1907, served as the residence for the nursery's top executives and reflects early 20th century architectural style and the leadership that helped the nursery grow into a major horticultural enterprise. The Packing Shed, built around 1890, one of the oldest remaining buildings at the park. Originally used to store nursery products before they were sent out to the market, with the original wooden structure and internal tracks still visible today. The Water Tower. It is the remnant support for a gravity flow auxiliary holding tank that was part of the nursery's early irrigation system, used to distribute water to container plants before modern pumps were installed in the 1940s. Today, only its wooden foundation remains, covered in Lady Banks roses, offering a tangible link to the site's historic agricultural infrastructure. The Ladies' Changing Room, built around 1910, was used during the nursery's annual bulb shows and community events so that girls could change into festive Dutch or other costumes. It stands today as a reminder of the social and visitor-oriented activities that complemented the nursery's commercial operations in the early 20th century. The historic palms, including around 15 species, some of which were planted as early as the 1880s, and reflect the nursery's early work in popularizing palms throughout California landscapes. Each structure reflected the evolution of California, from rancho land to industrial agriculture to suburban growth. By the 1960s and early 70s, the state was changing fast. Urban development spread across the Bay Area, and large-scale nurseries struggled to compete. The California Nursery Company gradually shut down operations, and much of its land was sold. But not all of it was lost. In 1972, about 20 acres of the original nursery were preserved and deeded to the city of Fremont. What could have disappeared beneath asphalt was instead reborn as California Nursery Historical Park. Today, the park is more than green space, it's a living archive. Historic buildings still stand, heritage roses bloom, paths follow the lines of former nursery rows. Thousands of photographs, catalogs, and tools preserve the memory of the place that helped shape California's landscape. Recent restoration projects and master plans have renewed the park's mission to teach, to preserve, and to remind visitors where California's agricultural identity took root. California's Nursery Historical Park tells a bigger story about immigration, innovation, labor, land, and vision. It's a reminder that before California was known for tech and sprawl, it was known for soil, sun, and the people who believed something beautiful could grow here. In this quiet corner of Fremont, it still does.
Hey guys, so that's it for California Nursery Historic Park. Unfortunately, it's still under construction, so we didn't see the whole place. Maybe next time. Okay, bye.
If you like our videos, please click thumbs up for like.
Hit the bell to subscribe!
Please comment.
And don't forget to share!